Greetings, everyone. My name is Matt Jarvis, and welcome back to Planner Actual. And today we're going to do a video on an unboxing of the LAMY All-Star fountain pen. And I'm going to show you what it looks like writing on several Franklin Planner filler formats. So first of all, you can see this is one of my LAMYs. This is the newest All-Star, and the color is aquatic in a fine nib. Now, I will say up front that I am not a fountain pen guru. I don't know a lot about them. I enjoy writing with them, but I use them for very specific things. I use my fountain pens to write correspondence, letters. I write a lot of cards, birthday cards, anniversary cards, postcards, and I use the fountain pen for that. Let me remove these out of the way quickly. And this is a sample page from a Carrara. And I just wanted to show you how easy they write before we unbox. This is the fine nib. And I would have to tell you that I had to learn how to write with a fountain pen because I was writing like this, and you can see how it's not lined up. So I had to turn my hand in order to get the nib to line up. It writes very nice, and the ink I'm using is the Monteverde Blue Black in cartridges that comes from jet pens. Now that is my fine-tipped LAMY All-Star that I'm using, but I also have, that I've had for many years, this is a Waterman Paris, and it comes in a medium nib, and I'm using this ink, which is Serenity Blue, and I've drawn that up in my converter, and it's a little bit different with the medium nib. You can see how it writes. First of all, the blue is incredible. And it writes a little bit, more ink comes out, it writes larger. Now this pen writes a little smoother, but I like the fine lines that I get out of the LAMY. So let's unbox my newest one. This came from Jet Pen. This is also an All-Star, the Safari All-Star. It is in sage color. Now they tell you that the box is a good box for reducing the amount of waste. I will tell you that the first pen I received, which is the Aquatic All-Star, these are in metal. The regular Safaris are in a plastic, ABS plastic. But the box that came in, the early one, was crushed completely. It comes in a bubble pack. The pen works great though. So some minor instructions, and it comes attached to this card. You'll notice that there's a cork in here in between the barrel and the nib portion. You have to remove that. That is designed to keep the cartridge they give you from actually being deployed into the pen. This is a blue ink. I prefer to have the Monteverde, and on this one I'm going to use a convertible and drop ink from the Waterman. Very fine, they're very nice, very easy to write with. They're very popular. I'm sure if you've ever followed LAMY, they are made in Germany. They've been made since the 80s. Every school kid in Germany is issued a LAMY, so they're extremely popular. They make very large assortment of styles. The Safari is kind of the beginner pen. I think both these pens were $29 a piece, so they're not that expensive. But they're really crafted. The quality is incredible. And they really, really work fine. And some people might not like the fact that the barrel is set up so that you must put your hands in a certain spot, as opposed to like my Waterman, which is not done that way. But I really enjoy the pen so far, and I'm going to start carrying it every day to use in various deployments. And as you saw in my pen bag, I normally carry it like this so that I have my friction pins on this side, equipment here, my swag, and then all my friction highlighters here. All I use are friction for my planner. Now let me show you what this looks like in actually deployed into some planners and pages. First of all, what I'm going to do is I've written the lyrics from Harvest Moon, a nice little ditty, and I'll post the links to the Laurel and Hardy version, which I think is fun to watch, and also the link to the Leon Redbone, which is incredible. So you can listen to those while you review. Top part, you can see this is from the LAMY Fine Point using the Monteverde Blue Black ink, and the bottom is in the fine nib, and the bottom is from my Waterman using the medium ink and the Serenity Blue. So Harvest Moon, this is what it looks like on, this is Serenity, and you can see there's some ghosting. Top part is the fine ink, or fine nib, bottom part is the medium nib. Some ghosting on the Serenity page. This is the first part of the lyrics, where this is telling you where I will put the lyrics in the link. Again, fine, medium, and again, this one is the sandstone. You can see there's some ghosting in there. Now the sandstone and the Carrera and the Serenity and the 7 Habits all are on the same weight of paper, which I'm told is 24 pound from, and I got that from Franklin. So this is the what I'm currently using, Monticello, and this is the worst for your fountain pens. This is 20-pound paper. It's very light. The downside is it's light paper. The upside is you can put more in your planner and it's easier to carry. Plus, this is what I currently use, obviously, and it's a very attractive paper. So as we flip this over, you can see the ghosting in here, top part and the bottom part, fine nib, medium nib, quite a bit of ghosting here. This is the 7 Habits. And again, same weight paper as the others. The Monticello was called their core planner. It was one of their original. They supported with all of the blank pages and extra added pages that can go with it, forms. The others are called their gallery. Not so much. 7 Habits is supported with some blank pages though. But this is what it looks like bleeding through in the 7 Habits. Not as much, but it depends on if you're a little neurodivergent like I am and like to have things in order, as you can tell, this would bother me a little bit. And now this is original pages. Now this happens to be a 1 day on 1 page, but on the bottom you can see, and then on the back side, and you can see the ghosting here. It's pretty significant actually. The fine ink on top, and on the bottom we have the medium nib. There's quite a bit there. And I think finally we have the Carrera. And the Carrera, that's exciting. Carrera is very nice. It's a very appealing format. It's just a little too stark for me. I like to have a little color. But fine nib on top, medium nib on bottom. And there's not a lot of ghosting. It's very similar to the other gallery pages, including Serenity and this is Serenity. You can see this equal there a little bit, and also Serenity and Sandstone about the same in the ghosting. Very good. Okay, thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time. If you have any questions, just drop me a note, and I'll get right back to you. Once again, Matt Jarvis from Planner Actual. Thank you for tuning in.